we're doing the cat-cow pose. So you check that the knee is directly under the hip and your hands are shoulder width apart and the wrist is either directly under or slightly forward from the shoulder. Fingers spread, really spread those fingers. So you suction the palms of the hand onto the floor. And your spine is in neutral and you're looking at that space between your hands. So this is sometimes affectionately called the tabletop position. There's two tabletops, there's an upside down one as well. So this is the front facing tabletop. And so it's the same position we use for downward facing dog as well. So cat-cow pose, you're going to exhale now and round the spine. Pull your navel up towards the ceiling, tuck the tailbone nice and strong. It's good to put the details in the beginning, even if you know cat-cow, because we can become sloppy. You know, you want to get a big arch into the spine as much as you can, pushing up between the shoulder blades, pulling the navel right up, tucking the tailbone, dropping the head. Feel that nice arch. And then we're going to release it, let the belly drop down. Lift the head up slowly and your sternum draws forward between your shoulders. And you're going to pull the shoulders back down towards the hips as you look up. So don't yank the neck back too much. You just look forward so you're getting a bit of a stretch on the front of the neck. Whole front of the body is being stretched. Your tailbone is lifted. Now we're going to exhale and drop the head. Tuck the chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under and arch up. Again, make as good of an arch as you can. Pull the navel right up. And we'll continue. Inhale, lift the head. Sternum draws forward. Pull the shoulders back towards the hips. Look up, lift the tailbone. Exhale, drop the head. Tuck the chin to the chest. Tuck the tailbone. Navel pulls up to the spine. Inhale, lift the head. Look up. Arching down. Exhale, looking down, arching up. Inhale, looking up and arching down. Exhale, arching up, looking down. Continue. You're going to do a few more of those to your own breathing rhythm. So this particular pose, the cat-cow, is so good for us to balance our hormones, and our digestive system is enhanced doing it. It stretches out tension in the pelvic floor. So many benefits to the cat-cow pose. And come back to neutral now. Make that your last one. Come back to neutral. Bring your big toes together, widen your knees. I'm going to push back into pose of the child. So the hips move back towards the heels. If you need a support, if they don't go all the way, you can put a support like a yoga block or a folded blanket between your heels and your hips. Come down, fold your forearms and rest your forehead in your folded forearms. And relax into the pose. Feel that nice release in the hips and the sacrum, in the back, the spine lengthening, shoulders relaxing. And you find then, after you've been there for a little bit, when the spine has lengthened a little bit, you may be able to take the arms out and bring the forehead completely onto the floor. But it's fine to keep the hands there. If your forehead comes easily to the floor, then you can go to that one. But if your forehead is still hopping off the floor, it's not quite reaching, Or if you have to lift your buttocks to get your forward down, then it's better to go back to the folded forearms variation. We're going for a nice lengthening here in the spine and across the sacrum, and you're not going to get that if you're holding your bum up in the air. So that's why it's important to use the props if you need them, and keep yourself on your forearms if you need to. So pose of the child is one of the yin poses, and in the yin poses we stay in them a little bit longer. So, you know, at least 2 to 3 minutes if you can. Although sometimes we do this in the middle of a sequence where we're just using it as a counter pose for something else we're doing. It can be used in many different ways. But in terms of opening up the joints around the hips and the spine, which is what we're doing here now, because we're going to be doing some deeper stretching, and we want to make sure that's nice and open. This is a lovely transition still sequence, these two together, cat-cow pose and child's pose, for to do if you're feeling a little achy, or at the end of the day before you go to bed, or when you return from work or from out exercising, or you know, running, walking, playing golf, whatever, and your back's a little bit, you know, a little bit achy, maybe from standing too long at work even. This can be really nice. These two together, cat, cow and child. Okay, so let's come up now onto all fours again. Knees are hip width apart. We'll go back to the same positioning. Wrist under the shoulder, knees hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart, fingers spread. And just we'll begin with a bit of hip circling here. Circling the hips round and round. And of course, nice, deep, slow breathing. Change direction. And back to the center. So then you're going to take your lift your left hand and your, let's say the right hand, and go to the other side so you can see me, and slide it underneath the other arm and bring your shoulder down towards the floor and the side of your head onto the floor if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. If it doesn't come all the way down, that's absolutely fine. Just support yourself with your other hand and breathe. Now, if you haven't managed to get all the way down, you should come up now. But if you're all the way down there, you can stay there for another few breaths. Okay, and then slowly come up and place the right hand on the floor, and we'll change to the other side. So sliding the left hand under, come down to the floor if you can. Stay with the breath awareness. And then slowly come up, back onto all fours, and we'll just sit back on our heels for the moment and roll the shoulders and roll your wrists, just to release them out a bit. Okay, back onto all fours now, and you're going to walk your hands forward, so you've got a wider spread here between the knees and the hands. So walk your hands forward a bit, and we're going to do puppy dog pose. So you're going to bring the heels back, keep the hands glued to the floor. Bring the buttocks back towards the heels is what I meant to say. Glue the hands to the floor. So you're now stretching out the shoulders. You can feel that nice stretch all along the whole of the shoulders, the arms, Glue those hands to the floor, breathe. Now, you're just going to rotate the inside of the elbow up towards the ceiling. So that's going to rotate the whole of that arm outwards. So you're tipping your elbows up towards the ceiling, but you keep the hands glued there. I'm going to do that from the front so you can see what I'm doing. So you're going to rotate the inside of the elbow upwards. And you see what happens is the whole of it opens up into the upper shoulder as well. You feel that now, a deeper stretch in the shoulder, in the whole of the arm and the shoulder, and just breathe into it. Now push the hands into the floor for the last couple of breaths. And release. And again, you're going to bring the big toes together and come down into pose of the child. And rest your forehead on the floor or rest in your folded forearms. Rest the arms, rest the shoulders completely. Okay, come back up onto all fours. And we're going to do the downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, classical dog. Very important to get your positioning right again. Knee directly under the hip, wrist either directly under or slightly forward from the shoulder, fingers are spread, middle fingers going directly forwards and thumbs coming towards each other, spine in neutral. Now you're going to tuck the toes and take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, push the hips up and back, coming into our downward facing dog. Here you're going to lift the feet one by one and coming onto the balls of the feet. Now be careful you don't walk forwards or backwards and lose your nice spacing. You're going to press down into the ball of the foot and do that on both sides. Pressing into the ball of the foot. And you'll notice that naturally broadens the front of the foot and the toes naturally spread out a bit more. That's what we want. And then you're going to bend the knees, push away from your hands, so you lift the hips up and back, and then the toes go slightly in, heels go slightly out to activate the muscles in the outside of the shin. Keep pressing down into the broad part of the foot, heels out, toes in, pressing into the balls of the feet. Breathe, and at the same time you're taking your heels towards the floor. Now come down anytime you want and rest in pose of the child. Don't force yourself to stay in this if you're not wanting to do it. Breathe. Okay, let's all come down and have a mini rest in pose of the child. Big toes together, sit back, pose of the child. Okay, come up onto all fours again. Spread the fingers. I'm going back into downward facing dog just for a moment. So you're going to spread the fingers, tuck the toes, take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, push the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. And now you're going to lift your head and you're going to walk forwards towards your hands. And if you find that you've gone as far as you can go, come up onto your fingertips, bend your knees, bring your knees towards your feet instead, and then walk and then come up to a standing pose. Roll the shoulders. Relax the arms down. Step to the front of your mat. Now you're going to step your foot back, your, let's say the left foot. I'm going to turn the other way. Okay, some of you still getting ready. Actually, I might do this front facing. We're going to do Trikonasana. We're going to face forward towards me or towards the front of your mat. It's easier for demonstration purposes if you're following me. Take the feet out to the side. 2 to 2.5 feet apart. And turning the right foot out the whole way 90 degrees, left foot in 45 degrees. Check the heel is in line with the instep. Inhale, bring the arms to chest level. Exhale, extend the arms out to the side. Look down the middle finger of each hand. Make sure they're level, leveling them off. If they're not, stretching from fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, lengthen upwards. Exhale, lean first a little into the right hand and then hinging to come down. Placing the hand on the knee, shin or ankle, wherever it goes easily without tipping that left shoulder forward. Keep reaching the left hand up towards the ceiling, palm facing forwards. Turn your head and look down at your right foot. With a couple of nice deep breaths, relaxing the head and the neck. When the head and the neck are nice and relaxed, just turning the head and its axis to look up towards the ceiling in the direction of your outstretched arm. Okay, getting ready to come up on an inhale. You're going to bend that front knee and push yourself up slowly and come back to standing. Drop the arms, box the feet off, come back to the center, roll the shoulders. And we go to the other side. So take the feet out 2.5 to 3.5 feet apart. Turning the whole of the left foot out 90 degrees. Turn the back foot in 45 degrees. Look down, check the heel is in line with the instep. Bring your arms to chest level, middle fingers touching, inhale. Exhale, stretching out to the sides. Look down, check that they're level. Inhale, lengthening upwards. Exhale, leaning first a little into the left hand. Come down, hinging at the hips. Place the hand on the knee, shin, ankle, wherever it goes easily without tipping the right shoulder forward. Keep reaching that right hand up towards the ceiling with the palm facing forwards. Turn your head, look down at your left foot with a couple of nice deep breaths, relaxing the head and the neck. When you know your head and your neck are nice and relaxed, just turn your head to look up towards the ceiling into the direction of your outstretched arm. Nice deep breathing in and out through the nose. And coming up on an inhale, bend your front knee and inhale yourself back up, relax the arms, box the feet off, step back to the center, roll the shoulders. Going straight to a side angle stretch. Take the feet out slightly wider this time, so it's 3 to 3.5 feet apart. A bit wider than Trikonasana. So you're going to turn that right foot out 90 degrees, same as before, and turn the back foot in 45 degrees. Now you do need a wide spread for this, it's not going to work. So if it's not wide enough, just wiggle your feet forward a little bit like that. Good wide spread. Okay, so we're going to same as before, actually we'll go into it a different way. So you're going to just bending that right knee and just look down and make sure that the right knee is going directly towards the second toe, that it's not collapsing inwards like that, it's going directly towards the second toe. Lift the feet, so stretching the soles of the feet, lift the toes, stretch the soles of the feet so you get a good grip on the floor. And you're going to very gently lean, pressing into that left foot and leaning over to the right. Gently rest your right elbow onto your right knee. Now don't collapse into it and just let go. You're holding yourself with your legs, you're barely resting the elbow there, it's a contact place. And once you've done that, put your left hand onto your left hip and gently push it in, so it's push it forward a little bit. Now the knee should not, the left knee, right knee should not go beyond the ankle. If it does, your spread isn't wide enough. We're going to go for having a straight line down the whole left side of the body. So you're gently pushing in. If the knee starts to hurt, pull back up a bit if the knee starts to hurt. And you're going to release that left arm and you're going to bring it up and over, make a full stretch across, reaching to where the ceiling and the wall might meet. Turning your head and look out under that upper left arm, pressing into the outside of that left heel. So hopefully you're feeling a nice stretch down the whole left side of the body. It is challenging, come out anytime you want. Nice deep breathing in and out through the nose. Okay, getting ready to come up. On an inhale, you're going to bring that hand back down first. Place your right hand on the knee. Come up slowly. Box the feet off. We're going to go straight to the other side. Okay, some of you come back. Let's just stand back and have a little rest then. Just for a moment. Okay, take it out to the side, a nice wide spread. So you're going to turn that left foot out 90 degrees, turn the back foot in 45 degrees. And again, just remind you need a wide spread. So wiggle your, kind of caterpillar your toes forward if you need to get slightly wider. It should be almost your maximum, but not quite. So not where it's uncomfortable. I see you can't see my head there, but you can see my legs, that's the important thing. So it's where it's your maximum spread, but not uncomfortable. Okay, so you're going to bend that left knee and track the knee so it's going in the direction of the second toe. So it's not caving in, going in the direction of the second toe. Lift the soles of the feet now and just stretch the toes, so you stretch the soles forward, grip the floor with your feet. And then just very gently leaning down and resting that left elbow on the left knee. Now keep supporting yourself across both legs, taking the outside of that right foot down towards the floor. Gently press into the right hip so it goes forward, but if the knee is hurting, it's fine to pull back up a bit. See how far you can go. And then inhale, taking that right arm across, reach for where the ceiling and the wall might meet. And then turn your head and look out under your upper right arm. Nice deep breathing. If it's too much, come out. This is quite a challenging pose. Nice deep breathing. But it does build strength and stamina, builds all your core muscles, lots of toning in the legs, the tummy, the hips, the arms. Okay, coming up on an inhale, exhale, drop the arms, box the feet back off and come back to the center. And your shoulders will feel really worked after that one because they are, and they do. Gently roll them, just gently roll them and relax them down. By the end of the class, they're going to feel perfect. Beware of the sensations, beware of your breath. Okay, so we're coming down onto the floor now. Open up your, you can put on your warm things because we'll go from this into relaxation. So we're winding down. We do have just a couple of things to do and then we're going to relaxation. So lie down on your back with your feet standing. Put on your socks, put on your jumpers. Okay, so you're going to draw your knees up and clasp your hands around the knees, rock gently from side to side. Okay. Cross the ankles. Bring the hands to the front of the knees, fingers pointing downwards, and making circles, circling the back of the pelvis on the floor, circling it as, moving it as one unit this time. And then change direction. Okay, uncross the ankles and cross them the other way and change direction again. Keep circling. Change direction. Okay, and come back, place the feet on the floor. Bring the arms out to the side, bring the knees and the feet together. Take a nice deep inhale, lift the knees up, let's scooch the hips to the side. Press the feet in and scooch the hips over to the left. And then draw the knees up, take a nice deep inhale. Allow the knees to drop to the right, heads turning to the left. Now you can use that right hand to support your knees as they come down towards the floor. So let them come down easy, nice and slow. And once the feet touch the floor, if you like, you can bring that right hand to the front of the right knee, of the left knee. You know, to the top of the left knee, the outside. And then take that left hand and slide it up along. Bring it all the way across the top of your head as if you're going to go over. You go over onto your side. And then slide it back to the beginning part. I'm going to do that again. Sliding the hand along the floor, up over your head. Round to the front and gliding it back. Last time. Sliding the hand. Fingertips still on the floor. Coming across and back. And rest there for a couple of breaths. Okay, coming up on an inhale, and again just reminding you can put your hand under the knees and lift them up if that's more comfortable for you, and release the feet onto the floor. Okay, so I'm going to go to the other side. So press the feet in and shuffle the hips over to the right, slightly over to the right, and then lift the knees up. And allow the knees to drop down towards the left side. And your head is turning to the right. Support the knees as they go down. Let them come down slowly as those muscles on the left side of the body release. And bring your hand around and place it on the outside of the left knee. And rest it gently there to let it drop down. Okay, and then slide the hand along the floor, bring it round, and then come back. And we do that again, gliding the hand along the floor, up over the head, and come back. So it's circling out that left shoulder, gliding it one more time, nice and slowly. And come back, and then we rest there for a couple of breaths. Come up, inhale. Support your legs as you come up if you need to. Rest the feet on the floor. Bring your arms down. Draw the knees up, rock gently from side to side. Rest the feet on the floor. Bring the hands behind the head. Clasp the hands behind the head. Let the elbows come down to the floor. Rest for a couple of breaths. And then on your next inhale, you're going to lift your head just with your hands. Don't engage your tummy muscles or your neck muscles. Bring the elbows towards each other and lifting your head passively. And then you hold it there and feel that nice stretch in the neck. Soften the tummy. And then slowly let it come back down to the floor. Bring the arms down. Now stretch the legs out in Shavasana. And stay there for at least 3 minutes. I'll guide you through, but just if you are leaving, do stay in Shavasana for at least 3 minutes. It's 25 past now, but with the relaxation will be 10 minutes, but you can check out anytime you want. We'll do it in 2 layers for that reason. So anyone has to leave in a few minutes before 1:30, you can do that. So, the legs are falling gently out to the side or inwards, whatever is their natural pattern. Your arms are resting by your side, slightly out from the body. And your head is resting on that square bit at the back of the skull. Once you settle down, take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, surrender your whole body to the floor. And do that a couple of more times. A nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, surrender your whole body to the floor. Having the intention to relax, but stay alert. As you move through each part of the body, it relaxes very quickly. You just ask it to let go, and you move on. Follow my voice. So bring your awareness to the legs and feet, lower half of the body, and just asking them to relax. The legs and feet completely relaxed. And now the pelvis and lower back is completely relaxed. Pelvis and lower back completely relaxed. And now the chest and upper back is completely relaxed. Chest and upper back completely relaxed. And the whole of the head and face completely relaxed. The whole of the neck and shoulders completely relaxed. The whole of the right hand and arm completely relaxed. The whole of the left hand and arm completely relaxed. Both hands and arms completely relaxed. Bring your awareness now back down into the legs and feet, and we'll go for another layer. We'll relax just a little deeper. So bring your awareness into the right leg and foot all the way down to the toes and relaxing them. Relaxing the sole of the foot, the top of the foot, the heel, ankle, shin, calf muscles, knee, kneecap, muscles at the back of the knee, the thigh muscles, front of the thigh, back of the thigh, outside of the thigh, inside of the thigh and the right buttock, the whole of the right leg and foot completely relaxed. Bring your awareness to the left leg and foot, relaxing the toes of the left foot, the sole of the foot, top of the foot, the heel, ankle, shin, calf muscles, knee, kneecap, muscles of the back of the knee, the thigh muscles, the front of the thigh, back of the thigh, outside of the thigh, inside of the thigh, and the left buttock, whole of the left leg and foot completely relaxed. Both legs and feet completely relaxed. Bring your awareness to your pelvis and lower back and relax in this area. All the big muscles at the back of the pelvis relaxing. And all the muscles at the front of the pelvis relaxing. The groins, right groin, left groin, right inner hip, left inner hip, the pelvic floor muscles, all the muscles, ligaments and bones of the pelvis completely relaxed, the whole of the pelvis completely relaxed. Bring your awareness to the abdomen and center the back and relaxing this area, all the big muscles at the front of the belly relaxing, and the inner layers of abdominal muscles, and all the abdominal organs, all the muscles, ligaments and bones at the center of the back, the whole of the abdomen and center of the back completely relaxed. Bring your awareness to the chest and upper back and relax this area. All the big muscles at the front of the chest relaxing, all the muscles at the back of the chest relaxing, all the muscles deep in the chest relaxing, all the muscles, ligaments and bones of the chest completely relaxed, and all the organs of the chest relaxing. Feel the heart and the lungs all slowing down to a nice relaxed pace. Bring your awareness into your right hand and arm all the way down to the fingers and relaxing them. Relaxing the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, the forearm, elbow, upper arm and shoulder, whole of the right hand and arm completely relaxed. Bring your awareness into your left hand and arm, all the way down to the fingers and relaxing them. Relaxing the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm and shoulder, whole of the left hand and arm completely relaxed. Both hands and arms completely relaxed. Bring your awareness to the neck and shoulders. Feel any remaining tension in the neck and shoulders just melting away like ice melts to water. Feel that nice relaxation traveling up the back of the head, relaxing the back of the scalp and the top of the scalp and the forehead and the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, the eyes, muscles of the back of the eyes, and the nose, and all the facial muscles, the mouth, the lips, the tongue, muscles at the base of the tongue, and the throat, relaxing the throat, and the jaw, letting go of the jaw. Now the whole body is completely relaxed. Whole body surrendered to the floor in relaxation. And in here, place your Sankalpa, your positive tense statement. Positive present tense language statement. Repeat it a few times. Now leaving it there and getting ready to cross that bridge from your inner world to the outer world. And when you do, you'll take this nice, relaxed feeling with you. You'll also be alert and awake as you come up, ready to get on with your day. Begin moving your fingers and your toes to bring gentle movement back into the body. And then slowly in your own time, bend your knees. Rock gently from side to side for a few moments. And then take a moment on your side before you come up to sitting. And come to simple